Presidential debate analysis. My humble opinion, President Biden performed awful. What up? It is indeed your boy Tim, that handsome liberal guy with the MAGA hat, free speech all day, no censorship. You know how we run the program. So analyzing last night's debate, just giving my quick spiel. Biden performed below expectations. Trump exceeded expectations. What the hell do I mean? Well, folks had a prediction for how these candidates would come out. Biden being referred to as a bumbling buffoon that did not know how to string together two sentences. If you ask Trump, could not find his way on stage. Many on the left and even a lot of independents expected Biden to come out like he did during the State of the Union address, like he did during that ultra MAGA speech. The background was tinted in red with two Marines at the ready standing by. That is the Biden a lot of liberals and even some independents expected. He certainly did not measure up to that by any fashion of the imagination. Trump, on the other hand, like the first debate he had with Biden, remember the whole "won't you shut up, man," where Trump could not control himself, which led to them shutting off the damn microphones in this debate last night. That is the Trump many folks expected to come out. He exceeded expectations. He was fairly well behaved compared to how he was during that debate. And Biden, as I stated, did not measure up to expectations because he was far more of a deteriorated man compared to the State of the Union address in that ultra MAGA speech. So Trump did better than expected. Biden did worse, in my humble opinion. However, many are going to point out, and I've watched many of the news outlets already, that Trump was telling a bunch of lies. I'm not going to necessarily disagree with that. Everything from he didn't sleep with Stormy Daniels, he's blaming Nancy Pelosi for January 6th, and a host of other things that Trump said that are flat out false. But the reason I'm suggesting that Trump exceeded expectations is he stuck to the script. Everything Trump did is what Trump does all the time, and yet he still received 74 million votes. Trump exaggerates and says things that are not true all the damn time. I don't think folks even care about that anymore. MAGA particularly, as long as the economy's good, we feel safe, the border is secure, I don't think they give a damn about whether he lies or not. He's doing what's best for the country, and that is all that needs to be done, at least from the MAGA side of the aisle. President Biden, however, the liberals are holding him accountable. Simply put, the man looks very aged. A few good things are going for President Biden. I don't believe there's any way to spin last night's debate and try to make it sound like Biden did a good job. Flat out, he did not. However, he does have a couple things going for him that might work on his behalf. Number one, this is indeed the earliest debate in U.S. history. So that means there are several more months before the next debate. I believe it's in August. So there's a little bit of time, several weeks rather, before the next debate. So there's a little bit of time. Perhaps he could come out on the second debate and appear stronger, more energetic, and actually correct some of the damage. Many of you folks may not be old enough to remember, but Ronald Reagan had two debates. We remember the strong debate he had with Walter Mondale when he said, "Don't let my age upset your youth and inexperience," or something like that, and it made history. He had an earlier debate. His first debate, he appeared pretty damn old and frail as well. So he corrected himself, talking about Ronald Reagan. So Biden could do that. Not saying he will, but he has the option or the potential to do that. Number two, biggest thing going for Biden is that his opponent, President Trump, has a huge amount of unfavorable voters. His unfavorable numbers are rivaling the worst in history. President Trump, while in office, his numbers never got above 50%. I truly believe if Biden was running against the likes of Nikki Haley or some moderate conservative, it would be over with. It would be over with for Biden. But because Trump is trying to take America in a far right direction, some people would vote for a monkey over Trump because the direction he's taking America in is so far. I mean, we just heard Louisiana now forcing the 10 Commandments on students. Oklahoma just yesterday now forcing all schools in that state to teach the Bible. So Trump is promising immunity. I mean, we've seen what happened with the abortion law. So many on the left and even a lot of independents are not going to support Trump with that far right direction he's taking America in, regardless of how poor Biden may sound. So that is something that Biden has going for him, is that his candidate is doing things that many find unpopular. Nikki Haley would not have went that far to the right, which is why I'm saying she likely would have done better than Trump against Biden. Plus, the January 6th incident still leaves a bad taste in a lot of Americans' mouths. Trump is facing a host of charges, whether you think they are a witch hunt or not. They are legitimate charges in court. I mean, he has to deal with them. A moderate Republican, maybe even Ron DeSantis, who leans further right, he's not facing all of that stuff. Trump has a lot of negatives orbiting around him. But last night, President Trump came out, sounded very strong and confident. And in my humble opinion, the visuals of Trump just far exceed what you were seeing from President Biden. In closing, the Biden camp is suggesting that President Biden has a cold. He's under the weather. You got like 12 people teaming up to train Biden for the debates. You know everybody's going to be watching his demeanor, looking for his cognitive abilities. If he has a cold, why put him on stage? Yeah, MAGA's going to say he's dodging Trump, whatever the case may be. However, that type of label affixed to Biden that he's a coward and he's dodging Trump actually would be better than what we saw last night. So fact is, if they knew Biden sounded like that, they should not have put him on stage. Other than that, you have the second debate coming up. We'll see what happens in regards to that. But I don't believe that last night's debate benefited Biden at all. Love to hear your comments. What do you think? Did you watch the debate? I had a family member who's not very deep into politics, but even he stated watching that debate was like watching a con man debate with a guy that's on hospice. Wow. We'll leave it at that. Nevertheless, let me know what you guys think in the comments. How did you feel about that debate? Who do you think won? Did the debate with a weak, aging Biden, that's what we saw, would that make you switch your vote and go to Trump? Keep in mind their politics are 180 degrees of each other. I'd love to hear your comments on that. Ending with this, I asked a lot of MAGA on my live shows long before the debate took place, week to a month going back. If Biden came on stage and he looked strong and confident, would that cause you to switch your vote over to Biden? And every Trump supporter I talked to said, hell no. Hell no. I don't care how strong Biden looks. Even if Trump sounds a bit weak, I'm not going to switch from Trump to Biden. So keep that in mind when you actually find yourself thinking that maybe folks would switch from Biden to Trump. MAGA wouldn't make the switch. Do you think the progressives and the liberals might do it in return? Let your boy know in the comments. Feel free to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Catch you in the next video.